Hey guys, gossip and reactions. Marie's take. A Las Vegas high school grapples with a feud over stolen items, escalated into a fatal beating. Student at Las Vegas High School had gone home for the day when an urgent message was broadcast from the intercom. A defibrillator was needed near one of the classrooms. A nurse ran in the direction of the emergency. A group of teachers tried to perform CPR. It wasn't until the next day that social studies teacher Ruben De Silva learned what happened. A student who was standing up for a friend was put on life support after being brutally beaten by 10 of his peers in a nearby alley. It was a devastating episode for Rancho High School, a predominantly minority campus in East Las Vegas. Some students walked out of class when they heard Jonathan Lewis, 17, wouldn't survive head trauma and other injuries he suffered in the November 1st attack, De Silva said. Adding to the devastation is that cell phone video of the beating was widely shared across social media. There it is. They are doing things for the clouds. They don't care who get hurt in the middle of it. They want to do something to somebody else, a human being, somebody who's breathing, somebody who has two eyes, who has a facial like a human being. 10 of you guys are beating the hell out of him. You don't have anything in you that said that's not right. You don't have any decency, any human being in you that said, oh man, this is a fellow human being. How can I allow my foolishness to continue doing something like this to somebody else? And I hope they get what's coming for them. Social media is good in some way, and the other way they are destroying this country. For them to not only allegedly beat the kids up, now he's no longer with us, to record the whole thing, now they have proof evidence. How many of you guys commit the crime? Nah, it's all over social media. Enough is enough. Something needs to be done. It cannot keep on going like that. As a mother of 4, I am tired. I am exhausted of hearing of certain things that are going on around the country. If we don't do something, that Generation Z is going to destroy this country little by little. And I really hope they get what's coming for them. Seriously. In the following weeks, a small memorial sprung up in the trash-littered alley battered by apartment buildings and a sober living home. Students, teachers, and staff were left to grapple with how a conflict over a stolen vape pen and a pair of wireless headphones escalated. The trauma, quite frankly, extends beyond the young man's family, said psychology teacher Isaac Bound, a councilman in neighboring North Las Vegas. It's going to run deep, and there is no magic wand to solve this. At least 8 of the 10 teenagers, students who police believe took part in the attack have been arrested, and they deserve it. 4 were formally charged Tuesday as adults with second-degree murder, while the other students await separate hearing because they are under 16. A room on campus was set up with social workers and counselors to hear students and staff in their grief. That's where De Silva himself, a graduate of Rancho, sent his students when they learned their classmate was being taken off life support. It's so difficult to grapple with something like this, where you have a fight that just turns into a brutal beatdown of a student by other Rancho students. De Silva told the Associated Press everybody at Rancho either knew the victim or the perpetrators, or both. At a vigil Tuesday night in the alleyway, dozens gathered to remember Lewis, placing long stem white rose in the spot where police say he was attacked. A school photo of the teen placed on a table with candles looked back at the crowd. As the group thinned, Louis' mother, Melissa Reddy, was standing near the stalk of roses and crying when 16-year-old Arturo Herrera approached. Herrera, gulping back tears, said he was a friend of her son. Reddy, who did not speak during the vigil, pulled Herrera for a hug, the two crying into each other's shoulders. I don't know when this is going to stop. When you send your kids to school, you expect your kids to come back safe. You expect them to learn something. And to hear he's no longer with us because of his peers, his classmates, people he knew took his life away from his parents. It's sad, man. It's sad and it's scary. I'm sorry, guys. It's really scary. It took a lot to get him to come out, but I told him he needs closure. And this is a way to get that. Vilad said he did pretty good. I'm proud of him because he's letting it all out. Oh, guys, I'm really sorry. It's information about the case initially was scant. The school held a moment of silence during morning announcement. The day after the beating, Principal Darlene Delgado said in a staff meeting that she couldn't go into detail about Louis' conditions, but that the police department's homicide unit was investigating the silver record. The teacher gasped. Detectives say Louis walked to the alley with his friends after school, but don't believe he was the target. Police homicide Lieutenant Jason Johansson said cell phone video shows Louis take off his shirt to prepare for the fight. Then the 10th student immediately swarms him, pull him to the ground, and begin kicking, punching, and stomping on him. Again, guys, some of the stories that I try to bring to you guys kind of hit home because I have kids in school, and you expect your kids to come home by 2 something based on the state. I don't know how the schedule is. And to hear that he's not coming home, instead he's at the hospital on life support, or he's at the morgue because he's no longer breathing because of some stupid stuff, items that can be replaced, or because he's trying to stand up for his friends, now he's no longer breathing. To have 10 students attack one of your own classmates, somebody you have seen since the beginning of the school year or probably before that, somebody you see on the ground, probably seen him bleeding and not stop. Not even one of you guys say enough is enough. Instead, you record the whole thing and put it in social media. Kids are doing things now for social media clouds. They want recognition. They want to know they are the bad guys. They want to know they are the gangster. And to tell you the truth, as a mom, these kids need to pay for what they have done to this family. To have this young man erased for nonsense cause, it just doesn't make any sense. And I'm sorry, sometimes some of the story are touchy and I have to let it out. I'm a human being and I have kids, and I would never want this happen to anybody, not even my worst enemy, because I know the pain. I know it could be painful to know you're expecting your child and knowing to hear that this child is not coming home. Guys, subscribe and let me know how you feel. Bye.